The NFL is on EA Sports as we come to you from Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson, California. Today, it's a matchup in the AFC West between the Oakland Raiders and our home team. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have... Two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Right down. Right Monday down. Let go defense.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 1, Carr. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down.
Oh, yeah, well, shit. My time. Kick off. Oh, man. Boy, playing secret game, man. What time that was? What time that was the other night?
10 yards on the
what? What time that was the other night? You called me?
Despite some blitzes,
called me up.
Nice solid game.
Nigga, that was daytime, nigga.
Often alters the normal.
Man, who is you?
And leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Come on. Thought he was going to hit it.
On 2nd and inches, Carr got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 29-yard
shit.
line.
Boom. Bud Wilder. Shit. Boom. Nothing Bud Wilder about this. This is what I do. I'm on the tell right now. I'm almost at 100 wins, bro.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Keep getting my points up. You got one around there, man. Shit, they came out you let you know, tell you what the man said.
Richards.
Yeah, I call it earlier.
Right on the edge of the red zone.
Man, they're going to know they good tomorrow, too, man. So.
Continues to just speed created by those guys.
We are seeing an offensive line as this game gets started. It's that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
Man, yeah. $2,300. Shit, man. That's a hell of it. So you trying to get 15 all this shit you got down here? 7. I'm going to be 7 once I get finished. Oh, still, I'm like, shit, bro. $2,300 plus the entry. I done looked out the window a couple times, bro. I'm talking about y'all have to see my guy. Oh, you talking about that one? And that shit, that bigger than and trying to cut my yard, period. You know what I'm saying? That's a hell of an idea. I knew he would say goddamn shit. $3,000 $4,000. It can't be a white man or black dude shit. I guarantee you would play that. See, these Migos. Oh, the Migos? Yeah, they got a label with them too, though. Two guys with them. I'm down on old lady. But see, here, a man come up to you on the first time, though, his work was, had his wife right there with him. I get this something with the Migos, man. Like, I'm going to stick together, bro. Yeah,
It proves futile.
How many times have we talked to coaches when they've talked about taking the emotion out of their decision making?
I know a couple of them. Look at this shit, man.
Will take over at the 24-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
A bit dry all the way. I got 3 rockets going on with y'all, man. That like button. Hey, oh, the game on there? Yeah.
They'll run on first down. It's Jacobs, and he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
Yeah, put him in the wall, bro.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was small.
Put him in the wall.
Those big defensive linemen.
You sit all the way back in, play with something like looking down, like, you know what I'm saying? I had that bitch sitting right here. Yeah. And I had it up under those, you know what I'm saying? Over side or somewhere. Yeah, you got me on slot.
He completes it to Jones. And he'll take it in.
Yeah, I put that bitch on the wall. Wow, you.
A 22-yard touchdown grab. And these guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
See me, you see the title? Who want the smoke? See me, nigga.
He is.
Yeah.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Goddamn, look, can I see 7 before I leave?
This will be taken in at the 1.
You did.
And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
That's a wide out.
You said the what?
That's a wide out.
They had the interception last time. They got the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start first and 10. There's a pass on first down. It's
I'm a goddamn
rookie there defensively blocking away Trayvon Mullen.
No, that's the sister right across the street.
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's second and 10.
That's right, man.
Man, what the fuck told you about what y'all running at? 7?
This is Melvin Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
I know he got it.
Loss of a yard and leads to a third down.
You know, I got the whole
Plays like we just saw.
It's been 23-9. They got that had to build a whole new house goddamn later.
The guys up front, so when he's talking with GMs or putting together a team, a lot of it's built from the inside out. Because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game. And that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing in the line of scrimmage.
After 1-7-0 on the EA Sports.
It ain't stomach.
The other one.
You be a T-Dog now?
Hey, Bill.
That tip shit got down hell on the game this year. That tip shit got down go either way. Nigga, I'm gonna tell y'all what I do. So you play your linebacker. I might play with my defensive end, drop them back, but then got down you hit over, switch to somebody else, or you play my safety, and then got down hit over once you hike ball on them. You know, man, that safety. Man, shit, I live, man. Get on line, let me see me.
We don't do that.
I felt like most of the predictions I saw had the game in the 30s, so a little bit lower scoring than we expected, but a lot of fireworks down the stretch, all by Kansas City. But how about San Francisco? Had the lead in the ball, under 12 minutes to go, and held Kansas City to 10 points through 3 quarters. And somehow they're winging their way back to San Francisco, trying to understand how they lost that game.
Yeah, not only did Kansas City win it, but they end up winning it by 11 points. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. And the Raiders are in for 6. Touchdown. Carlson on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right?
There goes Melvin Gordon. 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, LA. Melvin Gordon, 75 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. Remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. With that incompletion, a chance to mention the awards. Now with the season over, Lamar Jackson, as we speculated, he's the MVP, Coach of the Year. John Harbaugh, Lamar's coach. Michael Thomas, Stephon Gilmore, offensive and defensive. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. Jones has it. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and we'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he will have a first down as they get into the ground at the 37. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Oh, no, I know he dropped the video.
Carr gives to Rashad.
Video hard, boy. That nigga got video.
6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
That shit hard, man.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
I got to get to that nigga now.
On 2nd down, Richard, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Damn, right.
Coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
So first thing that crossed my mind is why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
Give them a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now Rivers under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers, and Rivers after the sack. From the gun, Rivers finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet, they're going to go for it on 4th. They'll run for it. It's Gordon. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Now a signal and a timeout call as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Throwing Rivers.
Got him.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. LaMarcus Joyner with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the...
Hey, hold on, bro. You got down. Fix my name, Mike. I can hear you just in one side. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. You all the way better now. Why does she keep doing that, man?
His hands and maybe turn to the running game, or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
Man,
Rivers incomplete on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Rivers.
I don't want to see
deep
it
for
go to
Benjamin. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick.
He might fit in this
3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw.
Come here.
And that is incomplete.
And we're into the second half now. This is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. This is Harris. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
2 yards the game there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
Then I'd probably say Washington. Hey, Washington souped up on him on the low. Them boys, man, I played a dude, I think it was last night, man. More check me, Washington. Tell you, bro. Boy, shoot up, man, and run, and that fucking quarterback shit, but you just got to contain every fucking play. That's the only way you gonna stop this shit.
Carr gonna throw. And they're gonna have this across midfield and inside the 45. A nice pickup of 23 on the third down conversion.
And there's another completion to the tight end. And let's face it, it is hard to overthrow a 6'6" target.
It is indeed. Quarterbacks like their speed guys. They like that huge 6'6" target that they've got in him.
They really do. And it reminds me of what one great tight end told me once. He had told his quarterback, just make sure you throw it up there. You know, kind of like put it up in the top shelf where the kids can't get it.
On second down now. Richard, he's got the first down here inside the 30. And down to the 27-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Now Carr, caught by Jones. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Yeah,
a gain of 6 there on
all
first.
kind of freaky shit.
6 yards was the
I had a
pickup on
chance
the
to turn the
last
game on the goal
completion, so
line.
here's second and 4.
He was on the shit. Be like, man, that's all you've been doing all game. I'm like, yeah, you ain't been able to stop it all game.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Oh, I thought it was you.
They'll try and run for it. First and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter. Everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast.
I done tried a couple different playbooks.
Second half, no matter what, with those first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever, this was a big score to start the second half.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard.
You did that, bro? Oh. But I know damn EA Sports when they did they top 5 playbooks. Oh, by Eric Wayrather, whatever his name, Game Changer, be doing a video. He had us ranked 1. Hell yeah, for Madden this year. I think he had New Orleans. I think it was us, New Orleans, Philly, the Colts. Yeah, Philly, the Colts, New Orleans, my boy. Yeah, I think that was it, bro. I can't even. And one of them teams might have been 5.
The Charger drive about to get going. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Set, 180, 50, come on. I got it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Nevin Lawson with a pick.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
We running back though, we want you here. It don't matter.
What now? 280. 29. No, check that. Hey, see stick.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
29.
On the Growth Club yesterday, they also they say, is it true?
To throw again.
Bring back.
That's complete to his tight end, Waller.
I hope so.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
That should
Give him 12 yards that time at an Oakland first down.
He
Like
finna
so
do
many
a
tight
job,
ends
bro.
nowadays, they have no
Well,
problem
look
at
at
all
this
putting
shit.
him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice
look
pitch
at
and
like
catch
this,
right there for a
I don't
first
give a
down.
fuck who this man
Line of
play
scrimmage,
for.
the 37 on
They going
1st
to
and
the Super
10.
Bowl, bro.
Carr going to give it to Jacobs, and he won't get much. Maybe a couple down inside the 35 to the 34. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think
Now,
about
you
all
gotta
the
think that was
practices
Super Bowl
we've watched
next
where
year.
they have that tempo period to go over
Tom
things
Brady?
just like
Three
this,
wide receiver?
where they describe
Hell
the
no.
scenario, tell you what they're
see
looking
that
for, and make sure that they're still
got three wide
attacking,
receivers.
yet at the same time
Well,
not
welcome
going
home, boy.
All the
Welcome
way
home.
in. Touchdown,
You got to
Oakland.
get me that home, bro.
Tyrell Williams, 34 yards. And the Raiders able to extend that advantage.
You trying to run it back? Yeah.
Carlson now to add the extra point.
I think I'm about to try to see, bro. I ain't gonna get my boy though.
He's got it, and the lead swells. It's 28 to 6.
Hey, that nigga. Well, he done checked out.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with Matt Ryan and the Atlanta Falcons. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back. Zone for a touchback.
Here we go. 180. 11. Switch it. Come on, switch it. 21.
They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Here's second and 7 now from the 28.
65. 21. Here we go.
On second down, it's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? See on the left side where the play was going, what they call play side? But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
36 yards on the play. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. He'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
White. 2.
On second down, it's Coleman. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Here we go. 180! Hey, alert!
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. A 9-yard touchdown there. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. Robbie Gould on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. They toss to Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Ryan. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. The speedster Dante Pettis back deep to return. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. So on 4th down, the Falcons will call on Matt Bosher to punt it away. .51 yards on the punt there. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game, because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
On 2nd down now, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, it's almost a tendency breaker.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction. Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain there on 1st and 5, and it leaves them with a more standard 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go. 180! Leg! 45 to Mike, 45 to Mike. Hey, gun. Let's get off the field, G. 45. 21. Check you out. Hey, orbit. 45, Mike, 45.
From just shy of midfield, Garoppolo, deep ball for Goodwin, and it's knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, and it's 3rd and 5.
They decided to air it out a little bit on that play, take a shot downfield, but the coverage was really nice, able to get a hand in and tip it away.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Check 45 to Mike. Switch up. Check Davey. 5.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel, complete. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. Let's get to some Hall of Fame talk while we have a second, because last week we mentioned the 15 guys that we knew were going into the Hall. 5 added: Isaac Bruce, Steve Hutchinson, Edgerrin James, Steve Atwater, and Troy Polamalu. You think about it, CD. For Polamalu, it was his first year of eligibility. People knew he would go in. Atwater was his 16th year. He had to wait a long time.
He certainly did, and I often wonder about the psychology of it all, because when you're young in your career, meaning young retired, right, these things mean something to you, but I don't know if they hit with the same impact as it will for Steve Atwater. 16th year. Now, I think Steve would like somewhere to be a happy medium. Maybe the 8th year would have been a lot better. But the bottom line is, the older you get, boy, imagine the emotions running through there, the validation. Probably haven't had the applause in a long time. That's going to come back to you now. Troy Polamalu, he essentially stepped off the field and into the Hall of Fame, but it doesn't matter. Bottom line is getting there. Congratulations to all.
Throwing on 2nd down. Ryan, man open. That's Calvin Ridley. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. From the shotgun, Ryan. And he's got his star receiver. It's Jones for the Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones, 31 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, you string them together, could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
On first down, Garoppolo eluding and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The Clemson Tiger, Vic Beasley, reaches home that time. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Sets up a third down and 18.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
65.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. So on fourth down, here's the Australia native Mitch Wishnowsky to punt this one away. Kenyon Barner deep for Atlanta. Fielded just inside the 20. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on first and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. Room here to run. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
Freeman again, a first down carry. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6. Here's Ryan. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd and 1, Ryan. He's got Freeman here. It's complete. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. They'll run it. Freeman. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. They go play action here on first down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. D Ford, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
Brandon, that just looked like a lot of confusion to me at the line of scrimmage. I don't think the offense had any idea of who was coming on the blitz and who was dropping off.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
They sure put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down.
20.
From the gun, it's Ryan. This one caught by Ridley. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Back now here in Santa Clara. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Go down, all this.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Check three. Hey, gun. Motion. 12.
Here's Mostert. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
But I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman, and he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to Coleman here on first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
12, fellas, here we go.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. And his throw is incomplete. It was Desmond Trufant right there, step for step in coverage.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Garoppolo going to go on 4th down. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards there and a 1st down for the Falcons. They run, Devontae Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long. Ryan wants to throw it. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Here's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. You got the slim lead late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense. But
still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
12.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Ready, 11.
Here's Ryan, letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to... And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Back to the air on second. It's Garoppolo. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by Keanu Neal. And he'll take it across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made more, could have had our shutout.
Trying to lay one up deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl and Julio Jones is intended receiver. And that'll bring us second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Down goes. The 49ers get there. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
What you need?
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to go down again. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Check 61, matchbox light.
They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan. Looking downfield. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27.
I'm on all this shit, man. You know it.
So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but 2nd, 3rd, and 4th quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the lineup the first time and the hitters get to see him, and then they come out after that and the bats start blazing, right? I think they saw their best stuff in the first quarter and just shut everything down from that point on. What a great, convincing performance.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.
that shit back, nigga. We gonna run that shit back, man. I'm telling you. Real, bro. Yeah, that was our first game here. Just did a little something here. Man. He ain't gonna run it back. I know he ain't gonna run it back. Just cause you know. Hey, yeah, online. And I had it. I'm talking about, bro, I came out, got some, got a stop, got a couple stops before he scored. Shit, then he scored. Like I said, it was 7-7. He kicked 3 in the fourth quarter, made it 10-7. Goddamn, I went for it on 4th and 2, didn't get it. You know what I mean? He ended up coming back to me, had the ball. Chance, I'm talking about, I'm driving. Threw another pick. Like, goddamn. He ain't even gonna run it back. He ain't even gonna run it back. Yeah, nigga. You know I'm on that shit. Damn, I'm about to dial your number. Yeah, damn straight. Yeah, man, that shit, got me a little salty, bro. Yeah, shit got me a little